Okay, we're about a month into summer, and the summer produce is now on store shelves. Shauna Thomas is here with Meal Prep Monday, and we're all smiling because we're going to be talking about the fruits of all the labor in Ontario, but also some pretty impressive stuff here, Shauna. So what are we starting off with here? Because we were all joking about chia. And chia. We said chia.
I was like, oh, these are the seeds that grows the hair.
The hair.
Shauna's like,
not quite
it's not hair.
Yeah.
It's like grass.
Yeah, it's grass.
So what have we got here?
So if you have an abundance of fresh fruit, which we do right now,
so
I mean,
lucky.
if you're going strawberry picking or getting stuff from the farm, blueberries are amazing.
On sale too.
Yeah, and don't let it go bad. Like for meal prep especially, the worst part about it is buying all the stuff with good intentions and then letting it go to waste, right? So if you have a ton of fruit, you can make jam out of it if it's getting a little mucky. And you don't have to cook it, or you can. This one is cooked, but it's about 2 cups of fruit, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, a little bit of water. You cook it down, and you don't even have to add sugar.
Wow.
Because the fruit is so sweet.
Really?
And it cook it down, and it makes this delicious jam. You guys can try it here.
Yeah, you put it on this Triscuit.
Cook it down.
So is this strawberry jam?
You just on the stove, so you put it on the stove, low heat, kind of stir it as you go, and when it gets to this jammy consistency, you just take it off. Really, really simple. Little lemon juice in there as well.
Okay.
But if it's not very sweet, like you have fruit that isn't, you can add a little honey, a little sugar. But it's a great way to make small batches of jam that you can keep in your fridge.
Would you call that strawberry jam? Or
Yeah,
would you
what's
call
in
it-
this one?
I call it chia jam just
Chia
because
jam.
I think people like to know that chia's in there. But these are the same chia seeds that were used on those chia pets, like way back in the day, right?
Back in the day,
And they do sprout, and they absorb tons of water. So you have to hydrate if you're going to have a lot of that stuff.
That will last how long in the fridge?
I would say it would last for at least a couple of weeks, maybe 3. Yeah, and you could freeze it too if you want to keep it for a long time. Yeah.
That is so delicious. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's skip the dessert.
Yes, so this is a fresh fruit galette. And what I like to call it is like the lazy man's pie. Because you make the pastry in a food processor, normal stuff, flour. I added some almond flour in there, and then some cold butter, a little water, nothing crazy in there. And then you just put it in the fridge to set up maybe for 20 minutes, half an hour. You flatten it out. The more rustic, the better. You don't have to have perfect edges. You pile a bunch of fruit in the middle that's mixed with some cornstarch and sugar just to, soak up all those juices. And then all you do is fold it in, and it doesn't have to be perfect at all. And then you bake it for half an hour. That is it. And it is so good out of the oven.
It looks amazing.
Here, I'll give you guys a
and
little
it looks super
slice.
fancy.
You just serve it like
It does look fancy,
It's got
right?
a French name, right? A galette?
Galette, yes. So really, really delicious.
What does galette mean?
It means lazy man's pie.
Lazy man's pie. We'll go with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so good though. And you can use any fruit. You can use peaches,